Hey everyone, it's Cole GZ, another New These preview for Friday, April 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Hawaii time. We'll just do a quick run through of everything and then I'll kind of get into some more details. We did some new bird teaser combos on Wednesday, and then we have pre-built Ultra Ocean hook rigs and sunscreen, and we'll go over that stuff here in a little bit. That is all available now. We got new Moyes Lures up, a bunch of new Moyes Lures. We have Bonze Lures Violators and ATMs, and then we have a plethora of new Aloha Lures. If you didn't join us for our first GZ Live webinar that we did with Eric Rusnick of Aloha Lures last week, check it out. It's available to the public on our YouTube channel. It's really, really good, and there's a lot of good information in it. We get into a lot of different discussions, and we're going to keep on posting clips and things on different things. But we do talk about some of his lures, but we also talk a lot about some fishing tactics. And we had a Q&A session there, which we do through all of our live events, where we just kind of go through some questions that people have. And so we get into a lot of different things. So most of it was on lure pattern strategies and tactics around that. But this, it has a lot of really good information on it. And we got into the new slapstick. We got into, of course, we talked about the smash bait a little bit. We even talked briefly about this new one, the Splunger here. But check that out if you haven't. Our next seminar is on this Saturday with Willie Zimmerman on the Rochambeau. We're going to get into tuna fishing, kind of just all kinds of fishing, billfish and everything, and discuss natural bait and lure fishing as well with Willie, and to bring into a lot more tactics. That is for elite members only. If you're interested in signing up for the membership program and having access to that in the Q&A session, both live and the recorded feed, because if you can't attend, we'll also have it recorded. You can sign up at elite.gzlures.com. Once you sign up for that, you'll be on our mailing list, and then we can send out the link to go view that live video or the live session. That's it for the elite stuff this week. We did post up some new video content. We did a teaser lures 101 video, so that is up on there as well. And we're going to consistently pump out more content like that, a little bit more short form videos. So let's just get into the Wednesday stuff real quick. Hawaiian Malolo Bird Teasers, we have the Kona Slayer color, and then we got the Jelly Bean, which is pink and purple, the new Jelly Bean that we just brought in. We did a pair of Marlin Magic Infant Blue Jets that are paired with that. We are rigging those with 10-0 Kona cuts and 12 feet a leader. Then we got these pre-built hook rigs. This is the Ultra Ocean. We did some 11-0, 10-0, and 9-0 here. We can see we used our Magic Heat Shrink, which we continue to get really strong reviews on this stuff. People are really liking it. It's very slick, and it creates a really stiff rig, as you can see. Anyway, so the Ultra Ocean hook. If you're not aware of this hook, this was first kind of brought, well, FUDO is the manufacturer, FUDO hooks. Started with, I know Captain Brian Tony wanted a thicker hook than the Super Ocean version. So this is basically an enhanced, a thicker gauged hook. So it's a little bit stronger, and it's had really good reviews, not just from Brian, but also from Marlon Parker, our pro team. Marlon and Carol talked a lot about this hook, and they just really like it a lot. They've been very impressed with it as they've been using them. So more people have been asking for these, so we did some pre-builts, and they're available on our website. As well as we have pre-built Stay Stuck and Kona cut hook rigs right now. All right, the sunscreen. I'm not going to get into too much detail on this because we're going to do a longer video and just why we brought these in. But long story short, I'll try and make it short. Chris has been using this stuff. I mean, obviously, when you're out there on the boat, a lot of guys are using sunscreen. This stuff does not have the chemicals and junk in it. And on top of that, a lot of the stuff that is more of a quote unquote health product with sunscreen, they're kind of crap. You know, they either don't work or they are very oily, liquidy, and they're kind of a mess. This stuff is legit, and Chris has been talking very highly about it. It's worked great. He's been out surfing for 6 hours at a time, out there on the water, obviously fishing, and it works great. And it, like I said, doesn't have any of the chemicals. This is more of a health conscious, environment friendly sunscreen. It's not the junk. It doesn't have all that. It's obviously not a nasty spray that everyone hates, especially for boat owners and crew. This is good stuff. So we'll have a video on that and talk about why we brought that in, why we think this is, especially for in sport fishing, why we think this is a really good, for boat owners, really good sunscreen to kind of get into, and it'll be good for you, much better than the other junk. Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that. Let's get into the other stuff now. All right, so all those that I just mentioned, those are all available right now. They went up on Wednesday. We're gonna have another Wednesday release next week, so stay tuned for that. But here, let's just go over the Bonze Lures. Actually, we'll end with those. Let's start with the Aloha Lures. Okay, first off, we have a bunch of new Aloha Lures. We have a bunch of different new shapes, and so right here we got the Deep 6. We'll start with that. This is the 9-inch version of the Deep 6. And then we have the large Deep 6 here. We did some in feather sword, some rubber skirted stuff, and some other strobes. Then we have a restock of the SuperSmash bait. In the video actually with Eric Rusnick that we were just talking about, he discussed this new SuperSmash bait that he just released. It is a more keeled version. And of course it has Dichro glass, and then these things are not cheap. I mean, the SuperSmash bait never was cheap, but the Dichro work is always a lot more expensive. But we did a bunch of them with some tough tails and then a rubber skirt on top. So they are available, and he gets into it again in that video, and it's on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Just what he did with little tweaks with this SuperSmash version, he's pretty excited about. Then we have the Splunger here. All right, Splunger's a brand new lure. This is his first worldwide release of the Splunger. You can see here's the lure head. I can just hold it out right here. And we are actually, specifically it's called the Maui Spudger. So you can see we are actually going to give one of these away this week as well. And we'll do a post about it. But if you place an order for any Aloha lure this week, through end of day Sunday, with all these new Aloha lures especially, but even the stuff that's sitting out there right now, you will be eligible for to win this lure, and we'll announce the winner next week. So this lure right here, you can tell it kind of has a doorknob shape to it, but you know, the typical doorknobs have a really skinny bottom part of the lure head. This just has some really wide hips there and a lot of taper, and then it kind of tapers off, sort of like the duck bills or whatever, like that John Lau makes, but in a less extreme version. You can see it kind of tapers back up a little bit at the nose. So it's got those really wide hips at the end, and the nose, it's angled, but it also has a very slight cup at the nose. So it's a much different shape. I haven't seen anything like this before, just this shape in general, but it's got a really slight cup at the nose, and you can see the bright rainbow colors there. These are all mirrored. We just skirt them up in different patterns. So yeah, first release of the Splunger, and we will have one that we are giving away. So purchase any Aloha lure and you'll be eligible to win one of these. And if you happen to buy one of the Splungers, we'll do something where we hook you up with something else. if you happen to win, if that makes sense. So there's the Splungers. We got another set of cooler baits in, more Dichro work. You can see that there. All the different versions, some really nice Dichro work of the cooler bait. And then we have Small Beauty Mistakes, one of our hottest lures from last year. These Dichro Small Beauties. So we got a nice batch there. You can see all the different color patterns. And that covers those. Bonze Lures. All right, we have new ATMs. These have been a great seller for us. I don't think we have any in stock right now. I might be wrong, might have one or two or something like that. And then we have more Violators. Get ready for the Big Rock and all the other tournaments coming up. I know you guys are gonna be looking for these. So we got ice blue, kind of a chartreuse green, red, and purple heads. So there's those. And then last week, or a few weeks ago, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, we released just a stash of lure heads, excuse me. All right, Moyes Lures. A bunch of new Moyes Lures. Most of them skirted up. We have XL shotguns right here. We have 1305. We have Punishers, a bunch of pre-skirted Punishers. We have some XL Secrets. All right, and then we have large shotguns. Or is that the medium size? Yeah, that's the medium shotgun, actually, my bad. Medium shotguns. We have a Sicario, small plungers, and then we have medium secrets, and yeah, that's a medium secret. No, sorry, that's a large secret. Some of those are, I got mixed up. And then here's the large shotguns. So we did those in skipjack. They're kind of a skipjack pattern. So, and then we have some Punisher heads that we put out, some XL Sicario bullets, which is a massive 14-inch bullet. Thing is gnarly. And that is it for the Moyes Lures. So again, that is it for this week. Remember on Saturday for elite members, the seminar with the webinar, on the live webinar, GZ Elite Live event with Willie Zimmerman of Rochambeau. And yeah, looking forward to that for sure. Again, check out the one with Eric Rusnick. If you like Aloha Lures or you just like fishing discussion, it was between Chris and Eric. It was a great discussion. I was intended to be on there and I had computer issues, so I was just kind of working in the background helping out. So I'll try and attend this next one for sure. So, all right. Thanks everyone. If you have any questions on any of this stuff, hit us up, how to rig them, whatever. We can rig any of these lures for you, skirt any of the ones that are unskirted and go on from there. So, all right. Appreciate everyone. Have a good rest of your day.